All right, so the new list is out, and we're going to look at the top 10 retail stocks, basically meaning stocks held by you and I. You know, the little guys, not big institutional funds. These are the top 10 stocks being bought up by us as retail investors. And honestly, this time around, there were some shocking names on this list. Like, I couldn't believe it. I had to look again. I mean, it was just, I don't know, shocking is the only word I can use to describe some of these picks. So let's go over each stock individually here today and kind of discuss each one. And I'm going to kind of give it a grade, either pump it or dump it. You know, obviously pumping it, meaning it's a good stock, I would buy. Dump it, you know, obviously, I don't know, it kind of speaks for itself there. Now, just keep in mind, I'm looking at this from a long-term buy and hold investor's perspective. I'm not looking at it from a trader's perspective. There might very well be some great trades here, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a long-term buy and hold here. That's what I'm discussing. So I just wanted to clear that up to make sure you guys understood the exact angle I was looking at this from. And don't forget the sale ends today for my group. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there if you want to see all my buy and sell alerts in real time, which may include some of the stocks that we're going to talk about today. My watch list complete with price targets, which also includes some of the stocks on this list today. If you want to take 5 courses for free, use our stock analyzer tool for free, jump on our live Q&As, slide into my DMs, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8-figure Discord out there. There's just so much in there, guys. Make sure you check out the pinned comment down there and take advantage of the sale before the price goes up. All right, so coming in at number 10 is AAPL. And guys, you guys know my opinion on this whole thing right there. It's a dump it for me. That was one of the most baffling moves I've ever seen management do, but this management team has done a lot of baffling moves like buying a gold mine and a bunch of other ridiculous stuff like that. I don't know. It's just one of those deals. You're playing with fire at this stage. It's a whole different type of investing altogether. Absolutely not buy and hold investing. So I would stay far, far away from shares of AAPL. So yep, it's a dump it for sure. And that leads me right into number 9, which is AMC, which again, obviously falls right into the dump it category as well. Now again, I'm not trying to get the apes all riled up. I understand there's probably a trade there somewhere. I'm just not a trader. I'm looking at this from a long-term buy and hold perspective, and there just isn't any reason. I love going to AMC and watching the movies. No doubt, I'll continue to do that. It's wonderful whenever I get time to actually do something like that. But I just can't say anything great about the stock at this stage. This management team has continued to fail at every point, and it's a hole that they're in, and I'm not sure it's ever going to get itself out of, and I have no interest in playing the other trading games that go along with those shares. So again, it's clearly a dump it for me. And moving on to number 8 is Ford, and we all know what's going on right now with the strike, with everything else going on. Even without the strike, this was not a good company at all. Their balance sheet, income statement, all their financials are just complete trash. Loaded full of debt. There's all kinds of albatrosses all over the place, all kinds of landmines there. There's a reason why they can't produce a vehicle for a great profit when we're talking about EVs and some other things like that. There's just a lot of holes within this business model here. And that's all before we had the whole strike situation. And whenever those workers do eventually get paid, man, that's really going to hurt that bottom line and make those financials even worse than they already are. So this for me is clearly a dump it. So number 7 is Apple. And you guys know Apple is my favorite stock of all time. I own a bunch of it. I love the stock. I love everything about it. So I'm going to say it's a pump it, but I'm going to say it's a pump it with some caution because it is still overvalued just slightly. And more importantly, right now, these type stocks, all the safety stocks from last year that held up so well, are starting to really get beat down. So the momentum is also working against Apple. So although this is a stock I love to own, it's one I will continue to buy in the future if it continues to get cheap enough, but it's not a just buy now and load the boat or anything else like that. It is still a little bit overvalued. So for me, it's a pump it, but with a lot of caution to understand what you're buying and where you're buying it at this stage. So number 6 is Tesla. And again, you guys know I'm a Tesla bull. There's obviously a Tesla bull on this channel. I'm not as bullish as he is, but I am a bull on Tesla. So obviously this is a pump it for me. Obviously I have a full position. I don't need any more shares. So that's why my price target is so low. We're probably approaching right around fair value or so, maybe a little bit overvalued, but it's not horrible. Not anything like it's been in the past with Tesla, obviously, and not anything it's probably going to be in the future whenever it goes on its next epic run up. But nonetheless, I got to still put it in that pump it category. But again, kind of like it's not as overvalued as Apple is, but it kind of falls in that same category of be cautious and understand what you own because Tesla is a roller coaster. It goes from significantly overvalued to significantly undervalued and everywhere in between. And the swings come wild, they come fast. And I've never seen a large cap stock move like Tesla does. So you just got to understand that and understand what you own. So stock number 5 is Catalyst Pharmaceuticals. And honestly, guys, I have no clue here. It's a biotech stock. I don't follow biotech. I don't understand the business models. I don't understand how they make money. So I absolutely cannot give even a guess. And it would be even worse than a guess. It's literally just 50-50. So you choose it, pump it or dump it. I have no idea. I don't even know why it's on the list. I don't know specifically what they do. I went looking and the more I looked, the more I was like, I have no idea. So I'm going to leave that one up to you guys. You guys comment down below. Is that stock a pump it or a dump it if you happen to know anything about it? So number 4 is Walmart. And man, that's not a stock I expected to see on the list, but it's on the list. Now, I can't say, Walmart's a bad stock or anything else like that at all. Absolutely not going to say that. So for me, it's a pump it, but same thing with Apple and others. It's with caution because it had a great run. It's held up really, really strong during the downturn last year. And it's just that one of those deals to where it's trading kind of rich, and you have to understand that. So great stock, but definitely proceed with caution with this one. So stock number 3 is Robinhood. And guys, for me, I don't like Robinhood. I agree the business model, at times prints money, other times it doesn't. I don't like the way they do business. I don't like the way they treated their, customer base during the whole GameStop, GMC, AMC thing, and the way they handled that, obviously during and then afterwards. I don't like anything about it. Something to me feels just a little bit sleazy, a little bit off. I don't trust the product in general. I've heard various things through my group where people have issues on the platform. Of course, it always seems to be on a day where there's high volatility and just a lot of craziness going on. That's always when the platform seems to have problems. And I don't want that when it comes down to my investing. I don't want somebody who doesn't put me first. And I don't want a system or a program that does not, work when I need it to work the most, which is on those crazy days. So for me, this is a dump it. So stock number 2 is Microsoft. And again, it's one of the best stocks on the stock market. I have nothing negative to say. I don't own it. I've always owned Apple instead of Microsoft, but I can't say anything negative about it. Valuation is a bit rich right now, not crazy, but it is a bit rich right now. So you got to understand that. But, I got nothing bad to say about Microsoft. It's a pump it for me. And stock number 1 is Amazon. And you guys know I was buying Amazon like crazy last year when it was in the 80s, 90s, 100s. Doesn't matter. Amazon's a great stock, great future. AWS is killing it. There's just, man, and honestly, it's not trading crazy. It always trades expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's always traded very, very rich. That's what's kept a lot of people out of the stock because they thought it was trading rich, 10 years ago. And here we are 10 years later, still trading rich all that time. They missed out on a lot of money in between then and now, but that's okay. For me, I love the stock. I'm going to continue to buy it this year, especially if we get any sort of weakness in the stock. So it's absolutely a pump it for me. And remember to take advantage of the sale to join my group. If you want to see those buys in real time, you want to see all of my watch list with price targets, you want to take 5 courses for free, use that stock analyzer tool for free, you want to be able to slide into my DMs, jump on our live Q&As, you want to be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8-figure Discord, jumping in there and helping you out, giving you buy alerts, showing you how to do evaluation. Just everything in the world you can imagine is in there. Make sure you check out the pinned comment and take advantage of the sale before the price goes up. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.